Join us and help us continue to support the many talented people of our community. Learn how to get your business highlighted on La Crosse Local. Go to lacrosselocal.com and click on Advertise. The 1925 American silent horror film The Phantom of the Opera is coming to La Crosse on Halloween night. Featuring the Mighty Moeller organ, enjoy the silent film with the accompaniment it deserves at the Capella Performing Arts Center. Get tickets online at capellaperformingartscenter.com. We jump on a call with Keachen Abing of La Crosse Adventure Films. We learn about the origin of this film series, which seeks to inspire and encourage our community through adventure films, and get a bit into the programming, future plans, and learn about their upcoming film, Magic Hour, which is free to attend. You can find more conversations, food reviews, live music, and events on our website, lacrosselocal.com. I'm Amy.
And I'm Brent.
And this is La Crosse Local.
So my name is Keachen Abing. I happen to be born in Dubuque, Iowa, but I spent my time all around Wisconsin and landed here in the La Crosse area in Alaska for middle school and high school. I've always been interested in the outdoors and outdoor recreation, kind of from middle school on, and with my buddies and then my wife, just pursuing adventures, had some chances to work at some different summer camps. But I think that the part with adventure films that got us was my wife and I, about probably 15 years ago, went to Midwest Mountaineering in the cities. It's a outdoor store. They have an expo every fall, like kind of beginning of November. They have a ton of vendors come in, different interests from dog sledding, canoeing and kayaking, rock climbing. So you get to walk around the expo hall, and then you walk a couple blocks to University of Minnesota and you watch the Banff Film Festival. And just took a chance on it one time about 15 years ago and went, and we were blown away. And it was both the films that was like, these were great films. We walked away feeling excited and encouraged and inspired. And we're like, I want to go do that, or this is amazing. I can't believe they did that. But then it was also just being surrounded by, it was probably 300 folks that were similar, like-minded, people we've never met before. And you walked away feeling like, I think I know these people and I really like these people. It was just an awesome community. So we've been back, I think, every year since, just because it's been like, well, it's been a great date weekend, but it's also been just an awesome opportunity to kind of encourage you and kind of walk into winter feeling excited again.
What was the idea for the La Crosse adventure films? Just kind of wanted to recreate that feeling, or?
Yeah, you got it. After going to those, I think a lot of folks in the area, after experiencing things and going to events, you have ideas of like, why don't we have this here in La Crosse, or we should do this. And after a couple of years of that, Jed Olson from ORA is one of those folks who always has coined the term the they sayer, like they should do this and they should do that. And don't get me wrong, I was that person at the band. I'm like, man, they should start this in La Crosse. And then after a couple of years, Jill looked at me. She's like, how about we just do it? Like, why are we waiting? Somebody should just do it. Yeah, that does make sense. So my neighbor, actually, Aaron Kepke, crossed the fence, kind of like Wilson from Home Improvement. We kind of looked at each other over the fence and we just started spitballing, and he's like, I'm in, I'll help if you want. I'm like, let's do this. So 2 years ago, right before the pandemic, we went to EWL and had a film festival there and partnered with the campus activities board and their ski and snowboard team and just a bunch of other local organizations that helped us get it off the ground. And it was sort of like that Kickstarter, just kind of feeling it out. Like, could this have legs? Like, is this worth doing? And we walked away like, yeah, let's do this again. And then probably like a lot of people in the world, we hit the pandemic and sort of hit a lull and like, let's just draw back and not do anything for a bit. And as we came out, and, like everybody else too, as we kind of came out of that, you feel encouraged and excited again. You're like, let's figure this out. And it actually, I want to say it felt even more important to come together as a community after that time. Like, we've done so many cool things in isolation, but now maybe we need to be together. So we thought, once again, let's get this going, and got some folks together to spitball and brainstorm what it could look like. And we have some ideas. And so I want to say we're in our infancy, and that we're just kind of feeling it out, seeing like, are people interested? Is there an appetite for this? We're just seeing where it can go.
So, I've seen a few of the Facebook invites kind of bouncing around social media. How do people participate, or what can they expect? Like, what's the process, right? Showing up.
Yeah. So as we got started again, obviously the films cost some money to bring to La Crosse. And so we were happy to take on that cost and figure this out. The goal is not to make any money off of this. Really, the goal is just to have some cool films and bring people together. And Beer by Bike came to us after we started to put on we had the first one, that was Bike Town at the Pump House. It was a free film that we were able to get. And then we were going to bring in this last one, Esperano, a mountain bike film from Teton Gravity Research. And Beer by Bike came and said, how about we just cover this? We're going to sponsor you for a year just to make sure we get this off the ground. You guys don't need to foot the bill. And their bingo proceeds have been able to do that, which has been massive. Because yeah, for somebody in the community just to put this on their account is a little more challenging. So that was such a huge sponsorship. So I say that to say, well, people can expect for the next year, we're going to offer free films, just a chance, free ticket, free date night, if you will, free chance to come out with your friends, family, buddies, and watch a film. Pump House has been just fantastic. It's a really cool venue. So that had 120 seats and just a really great place to go. We were hoping and kind of in a great blessing that we're able to sort of outgrow that or to get to a place where we're like, man, well, let's look elsewhere. And the new ownership in the Rivoli has been awesome. Had a chance to meet with them and they're like, let's do this. Let's see if it has legs at the Rivoli. Let's figure this out. So our next one's at the Rivoli. So folks can expect just an awesome night. It's about an hour and a half program, if you will. The goal is to show a few short films at the beginning that are kind of varied interest. So 5, 3, 10, 20-minute films at the beginning that would just encourage and inspire and engage people, no matter what your level of activity is at any sport. They're just cool stories that tell about people around the world that are doing cool things. Then there's a feature film, if you will, that's about 40, 45 minutes long. And usually that one's a little more high energy, exciting, kind of one of those where we'll sell you the whole sea, but you only need the edge. They're showing you things that you're like, I don't think I can do that. I don't want to do that. I will die doing that. And that's just fun, exciting, high energy. And again, hopefully people walk away just having some time to be together, high five, smile at somebody, get to know somebody else in the outdoor community.
You just mentioned it, like the future Beer Bar Bark coming in and, sponsoring for a full year. What do you see this entity, becoming in the future? Do you have another season coming up or?
It's a great question. We got this next one coming up November 4th, Friday, November 4th at the Rivoli. Again, it's a ski and snowboard one because it's partnered around the Mount La Crosse Ski Patrol ski and snowboard swap. So one of our goals is to partner these films and kind of pair them time-wise with other cool events in the city. We just know that things shouldn't happen in isolation. Like this La Crosse Adventure Films doesn't have to be its own thing. We want to do things together. So that one we partnered in November to kick off the winter season and hopefully to help them and help people realize to go there. We'd like to do one midwinter as well. There's some cool new trails and ideas coming that way. So we want to partner with some trail running things. So we've got some ideas to bring a cool trail running film. And then one more at the end of April that would kickstart an outdoor gear swap that we started last year. It happened to be at the old Kmart last year. 360 Real Estate was able to allow us to in that building. So not sure where it's going to be held this year, but we're going to have an outdoor gear swap. So we're going to do the same thing and show a film the day before that to kind of energize and engage people with that. Sorry, long way around on your question, but the idea would be to partner with other things happening. And our hope is to do quarterly big film events. So every quarter have a big event at, let's say, the Rivoli or UWL's theater, Viterbo's theater, but engage other theaters and other organizations in the community and partner those. And then we're spitballing an idea. It's in its infancy. Don't let the cat out of the bag, but the idea would be with the Pump House, they have an awesome, cool event that they've had for 10 plus years called the Film Society, where you buy a membership and you get to go for, I think it's 9 or 10 months out of the year, you get to go and see a film and have dinner and chat about the film. We have an idea to have an adventure film society. So same thing, you just know once a month, that third Sunday of the month or whatnot, you go to the Pump House, you watch an adventure film, break bread and have a meal with somebody and chat about it. And so it's just put on your calendar. It's that built-in day. So that's our kind of goal that might be more sustainable, long-term vision to build it. And my dorky saying is, I don't know, I just heard this from a servant leadership professor at Viterbo, but that idea of a third space where we all have home, we all have work. But what's your third space? Is it the bar down the street? Is it the trailhead? Is it your dart league? What's your third space? So I just kind of want to call it like third space adventure films. Like that's your third space. Once a month, you get together with 100 of your best friends and get to chat and just watch a cool film together.
Nice. Just seems to be a lot of energy behind it with outdoor recreation and things of that nature, new trails. So if people want to follow along, what's the best avenue? I see you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, and a website. So what are those?
Yeah, you're right. That's what we're trying. This is a totally, not to abuse this term, but it's a totally organic thought here. So I'm just figuring this out as I go. I always say I'm building the plane as I fly it. So yeah, I'm on all those platforms, but I don't know what that all means. So please follow us on those. We mostly get our stuff out through social media. It's just such a nice, easy way to reach folks. Built the website recently, so that's in its infancy and it's nothing fancy, but it'd be a way to share and see what you can do. People want to come to the films because they're free. All we ask is that people reserve tickets. So there's a quick Google form on there. You just have to put in a couple pieces of information. reserve your tickets on there just so we know how many folks are coming and we don't oversell the theater, or we let the venue know so they can plan and get their staff accordingly. But that's it. We'll keep sharing the message that way and through social media. So yeah, all free tickets for the next year. So we just love for people to come and check it out.
That's sweet. So people can head over to laxadventurefilms.com or Facebook or on Instagram at La Crosse Adventure Films.
La Crosse Local Podcast is a production of River Travel Media. Do you have an interview idea you'd like to share with us? Message us on Facebook at La Crosse Local. Find out more about us at lacrosselocal.com, and you can subscribe to the La Crosse Local Podcast on your favorite podcast app. If you like us, rate us 5 stars. We appreciate it.